Still feeling tense after our first stress-free video? It's time for 10 of the most relaxing games on PC. Life is stressful. It just is. There's a lot of juggling to do, humans to wrangle, work chaos to manage, and Matt to put up with. I've done a stack of videos on the myriad ways that games are good for you, and it's important to note that on top of all those brain improvements, sometimes settling down to your keyboard and mouse is just key for relaxation. It's time to talk about the best games that won't increase your heartbeat above a gentle metronome. From peaceful DIY at your own pace to collecting the feathers of tiny birds and giving them accessories, here are 10 of the most relaxing games on PC.
There is so much to discover.
House Flipper should be stressful. It's about the kind of tasks that normally we have to wake up in a very specific mood for on a Sunday morning and then run to the DIY shop before it fades away and we just want to play video games again. Yet somehow, this is a game that manages to make cleaning and menial tasks fun. Like a multi-talented DIY superstar crossed with Marie Kondo, you arrive at a variety of houses, remove all the rubbish strewn around the place, and then repaint and decorate to your client's wishes. That means picking up old tyres and cleaning up suspicious stains, but also the oh-so-satisfying job of painting walls in very straight lines. Just endless lists of useful tasks and a series of menus that will let you do just that. And thankfully, this isn't Viscera cleanup detail. Unlike that, or in real life, you can't spill paint or ruin anything, just make it better. How lovely. The Assassin's Creed series isn't really known for promoting relaxation. Hay-based murder? Sure. Zen feels not drenched in victory gore? Maybe not so much. Well, the good news is that if you're looking for the gentle peace of a museum tour, you can find it hiding in Assassin's Creed Origins. You'll need the full game to get involved, but turn on the Discovery Mode feature and Bayek's previously very deadly Egypt is suddenly the most tranquil place on Earth. The previously very hungry wildlife keeps to itself, and instead of murder quests, museum tours crop up across the map. You can wander the pyramids without worrying about why it had to be snakes, and each tour comes complete with informative images and history. And afterwards, you can even celebrate all that new knowledge by surfing down a pyramid. You can't do this in the Natural History Museum. What's the opposite of stress? Well, I currently don't have access to anything scientific on the matter, that's from my other videos, so for the sake of comedy, it's probably this tiny bird with a banana hat. Or maybe this one with a bow tie. Or perhaps it's this glorious selection of minute feathered friend accessories. There are never any queues in this boutique though. It's never beak trading time in Tiny Bird Garden Deluxe. You can always just spend feathers on delightful accoutrements for the tiny birds that find their way into your garden for you to take pictures of. If you've ever collected furry friends in Nico Atsume, you already understand Tiny Bird Garden Deluxe. Decorate your backyard with various shiny playthings and miniature feather chums will arrive for you to enjoy. There's even a story here with friendships to build, but you know why you need to play this, and that's because bird hats. If there's one thing that David O'Reilly's Everything isn't short of, it's ambition. Few games, if any, will let you play as every animal, plant, rock, or sunflower seed that you can see. Who cares if your animals roll like Duplo blocks when they move? Let's just take a moment to appreciate that. It's the fact that everything lets you be, well, everything. And it doesn't even stop there. Zoom into this world and you can play as tiny particles, splinters, hair, and even elements themselves. Zoom out and ascend to bigger things, and you can take on the role of entire galaxies, swirling through eternity like the Milky Way you truly aspire to always be. Everything makes you feel simultaneously huge and small, a plaything in an infinite universe where you can do whatever you want and be whatever you want to be. And yes, there's a breeding mechanic where if you dance with another of whatever you are, you'll have a miniature, adorable version. The true circle of life. Sometimes it's not easy to disengage your brain from the world around you, to unplug from the day's often quite stressful events. Well, Islands Non-Places is the perfect game for just this, simply because it's like nothing you've ever played before. Is that palm trees queuing to get on an escalator? What are those weird egg things getting off that bus? Why am I so peaceful all of a sudden? There's nothing stressful here, just surreal imagery around normal everyday items. There's also very little game, only the fun of spinning the world around and watching what happens when you press nice, clear, lit up buttons. Like a unique interactive playground, Islands Non-Places is an odd journey, but one with a unique soundscape and enough gentle strangeness to orally and visually massage your worries away. Now, so many people talked about The Witness in the comments under our last Relaxing Games video that we couldn't avoid Jonathan Blow's Puzzle Fest this time around. The reflective nature of this colourful philosophical world and its endless maze games clearly make a lot of you exceptionally peaceful. It's important to note though that this is very dependent on exactly how you like to relax. If mind games and puzzles that might drive you to despair as you work them out on actual pieces of paper are your favourite way to de-stress your brain, please enter here, mind your head, and remember to smile for the photo when you see the sign. If that sounds like the worst way you've ever heard to unwind, then you're absolutely free to go on to the next entry without a single maze puzzle in sight. I am absolutely not judging you. Well, here we are, on a boat, on a fake lake, waiting for a pixelated fish to nibble a fictitious but painstakingly crafted to be identical to the real thing lure. What could be more relaxing? Fishing Sim World is the perfect escape from your daily woes. This isn't like Far Cry, where fish practically leap at you enthusiastically shouting, "Cook me!" This is real fishing. The kind where you wait. And wait. And wait. And sometimes wait just a little longer until you've let your lure reach just the right level and managed to catch a fishy eye with the perfect reel speed. Then, and only then, will you drag your prize kicking and screaming to shore. Fishing Sim World is as peaceful as you make it. While there's online tournaments to join and endless trophy fish to catch, you're free to just head into the wilderness, or a canal in England, and just cast your line and mental white noise into the distance. Public transport isn't always the most relaxing thing, but it's important not to think of mini metro as seas of commuters desperately trying to get to work or home. Instead, think of this as a lovely minimalist version of Join the Dots, with a soundtrack you build yourself as you construct the ultimate sprawling mass of tunnels and trains. Mini Metro is finally your chance to fix New York's public transport system as you construct new lines and watch each tiny blocky train happily, systematically chugging along the tracks, taking little shapes along with it. That lovely feeling as a train fills up perfectly. If the main game mode of ever-growing demands is a little too, demanding, the good news is that there's a lovely endless Zen mode to let you build infinitely without worrying about those pesky overcrowding stations. Just because we put Stardew Valley in our original list of stress-free games doesn't mean you've dodged the relaxing, crafting, building, farming genre. My time at Portia fits the bill perfectly. Not long out of early access, this colourful become a pillar of the community em-up is the perfect grind for when you just want to come home and build yourself a stone furnace or 6 from gently sparkling resources. There's nothing too demanding here, just creating an adorable character who gets to wear a t-shirt all day, meeting charming pink llamas and pigs, journeying into handily signposted abandoned mines, and taking breaks from resource management to have games of Connect 5 with very competitive villagers. Damn you, not again. If you're already on your 600th hour of Stardew Valley and can't face the heartbreak and melancholy of yet another Dance of the Moonlight Jellies, look no further. Whether it's the fact that you played them when you were growing up, or just how warm and fuzzy you feel when you build a perfect grid system, city sims are the ultimate relaxation tool. But there's no need to load up a sim city that will make your eyes hurt with full-size pixels on display. Cities Skylines is the ultimate 21st century build-em-up, and it's glorious. And although making sure that everyone doesn't get sick after you build a sewage plant next to your water source can be vaguely stressful, there's an easy way to make Cities Skylines a little more relaxing. Before you head to being the ultimate construction god, pop into the content menu and turn on some mods. Unlimited money? Have at it. Infinite oil? Oh, there we go. It's time to build the ultimate sprawling metropolis and zone all those worries away. Oh, and turn the disasters off, eh? So there you have it, our top 10 most relaxing, stress-free video games. Hopefully you're not feeling so zen that you're asleep, but let us know in the comments below if we've missed your favourite gaming stress ball, drop us a like if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe to Logitech G for more videos just like this one. If you do already have us subbed, thank you, make sure you hit that notification bell to make sure you know when our next video lands.